chops and steaks before your
mercenary work? It might seem like father's old sword. He fed his entire family the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust on some thief's trophy. I tried to bandit. I'd need the Whiterun guards or minions to get, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. Please, bring it.
Finest from the wilds.
And there it is, we are the children of man. Talos is the descendant of light.
Could you spare the coin? Divines, bless your kind heart.
They can bear tolerate them.
Hello, child of Kinnereth. Somewhat, yes. I'd seen the distant thing, heard only in the idle speech of gods and traders. When the wounded soldiers began to return from battle, I did what I could to help them. As more of the sick and injured came to the temple, my work as a healer became more important than priestess. I wish only an end to the fighting, so that I can tend to the temple once more. Be with you. Lately, it seems I am more nurse than priestess, tending to those who have suffered, both in mind and body. Of an eyesore at the moment for the pilgrims, me. Many of them around anymore. The hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cut of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name in a cow. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal. Eldergleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, you have to tap into the old magic. You'll have to deal with the Hagravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself. Your spirit is strong. Kinnereth's winds will guide you. A nest called Orphan Rock. So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from those filthy Hagravens yet? May Kinnereth's wind know your fortune.
Welcome, developer of general goods. Welcome indeed.
Huh?
Everything's for sale. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Do come back.
Careful with that.
It's not easy being a woman in Skyrim, I know. But stay strong, and men will come to you. And maybe even free you.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty RK, god of life and death? Well, as I said, RK is the god of life and death. Dead all across Tamriel. Priests of RK, such as myself, perform right for the dead, and sometimes console the bereaved. We also keep a constant vigil against those who practice vile arts of necromancy. I asked the question because I was hoping you'd be able to help me recover something I've lost. My amulet of RK. It's the source of my divine powers and all sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd looked for it, but I have noises down there. I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it? I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacomb.
What can I do for you, friend?
spend so much time among the dead, sometimes forget how much I miss the company of the living.
Do you get to Cloud District often? Azim does. Do you get to the Cloud District often? Azim does. Isn't he special?
Farewell. All right then.
What can I do?
With the terrible war, I'm a bit overwhelmed, as are the catacombs.
Yes. I study corpses. I am, after all, a priestess of Kinnereth. On the contrary, independent research on the nature of death. If we can better understand how an injury or illness kills, we'll be able to blow. Given the state of the people, I can see why you'd mistake a healer for an undertaker. I do find humor reflects the more unsavory aspects of handling bodies. For instance, in Eastmarch, there's a priestess of Arcane named Helgerd. She was a lot funnier than me. Smarter, too. She could pinpoint the cause of death by studying the corpse's exterior. She could determine the time by markers of decay. 2 reasons, really. The temple ample supply of bodies. It allows me to conduct my research while still upholding my duties as a priestess. Of course, the clear aren't the only specimens worth study. There's also the men. An archer in the bannered mare mocked Uthgard's figure. She proceeded to pummel him to death. Sense was not an arrow he had in his quiver. A summoner attempted to conjure up one of the guards a warm bed towards Roar's head. On him, he Troll savagely beat a man near Chilfaro Farm. He died, but not before they managed to gnaw off half his face. And before you ask, Nazim. A bard was attacked on the road simultaneously by an angry bear and a hive of bees. It seemed about him in his honeyed words. Guards have been telling travelers to watch the skies. In the past 2 weeks, 2 separate adventurers have been felled by mudcrabs. A courier was found dead on the road west towards Rorikstead. On him was a letter from. A summoner attempted to conjure up one of the guards a warm bed. They both burned to death. Farewell. How can I help you? Farewell.
Cloud District often? Azim does. He's special.
Come on!
yourself get surrounded.
I spend so much time among the dead, I sometimes find company of the living. Oh, thank RK! Please, take this gold for your troubles. It was a pleasure.
Since Whiterun serves as the divide between the Imperials and the Stormcloaks, the war brings many suitable specimens to study. This pleases me. All right then.
You're someone who can get things done. I like that.
Trouble?
Huh?